Hey guys, it is Chef Kayla with Waller Ventures, and today I am going to show you how to make killer sheephead tacos. So stick around and check it out. So I know everyone is out there fishing for sheepshead and looking for good recipes to try with their sheepshead. So we are going to try out this recipe, and it should turn out pretty good. So there are a lot of ingredients in this recipe that you can switch out. Like for example, the original recipe calls for cabbage and red onion. Well, we're not using red onion today, and we're not using cabbage. We're actually using lettuce. We are making a more of a easy to do taco, I guess you can say. But you can take away whatever you want to with this one. So the original recipe also calls for jalapenos and chipotle peppers, but I don't want anything hot, spicy that your mouth's going to, be on fire. So I'm kind of switching out all of those for other spices. So for this recipe, you're going to need your sheepshead fillets. We have 3 sheepsheads, so that is 6 fillets. Then you'll need your tomato, lime, avocado, cilantro, mayonnaise, sour cream, Old Bay, Mexican cheese, Mexican chili powder, pepper, kosher salt, lettuce, and you need your tortillas. So the first thing we're going to make is the spread for our tacos. So you'll need 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Then you'll need a 1/2 cup of sour cream. Then you want to make sure it is fully mixed together. Once it's mixed together, you'll need 1 tablespoon of the chili powder. So the original recipe actually says 1 tablespoon of canned chipotle pepper, but we're using this instead. Then you want to add some kosher salt. Then add your black pepper. Then for the final touch, you'll need 2 limes cut in half and squeeze for the juice. Good thing I looked at the recipe. You'll actually just need 1 lime cut in half, squeeze for the juice. I was sitting here thinking 2 limes and for the juice, that's a lot. But you'll just need 1 and use the juice from the 1. Then you'll have the other one for the lime wedges to put in your taco. So once you have the lime juice in there, you want to stir it all together. So this is my first time actually making this, so there's always a little bit of a hiccup when you're making stuff for the first time. But good thing I double checked my recipe, so. Alright, so I got it all mixed together. As you can see, it's kind of cool. It kind of looks like ranch dressing, but it ain't gonna taste like ranch dressing. That's actually pretty good. I'm actually going to add a little bit more chili powder into it. Give it a little more of a kick. So since I've switched out about probably 5 or 6 ingredients in the original recipe, I'm going to have to kind of taste test everything to see if it's how I like it. Maybe a little more. That's a little better. I can taste the chili powderness to it now. Alright, so now that this is made, I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator while we do the other steps. So I went ahead and cut up my cilantro, tomato, lime, and avocado. So the next step is to do the fish. Alright, so we got our pan and our sheep's head, and we want to put Old Bay on our sheep's head. So I'm getting this hot, so I'm going to put a little bit of butter on my pan so my fish don't stick. Alright, so I got a smaller separate plate. I'm going to put my pieces of sheep's head on here. I'm going to do the smaller pieces first. I'm going to just sprinkle Old Bay on top. I'm actually going to dump it in my hand and do it like that. It'll be a little easier. Alright, then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to coat the other side as well. Alright, so I got both sides of my sheep's head coated with Old Bay. I'm going to stick it on my pan. So the directions say to leave it for 6 to 8 minutes. And then you can take it off. You can see that one's already getting all nice and cooked. Put some out of the way, put this little piece on there. Alright. So the pieces that were done, I went ahead and cut them up into strips so you can put them in your taco. Alright, so we got our sheep's head all ready to go for our tacos. So I'm going to let this cool off and we're going to get our tortillas ready to go. Alright, so this is something you don't have to do. But I like doing it because I think it holds your tortilla a little better. So I have this on a very, very low temperature. I'm going to stick it on there like so. And I'm going to take my cheese. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on top of it. Then once you see it start melting, you'll just flip it over. So the cheese is getting a little warm. You can tell it's kind of melting a little bit. I'm going to flip it over like so. And let it sit there for maybe a minute or two. So when you flip it over with the cheese side down, you don't want to leave it on there too long because you don't want it to stick to your pan, but just leave it on there long enough for your cheese to be fully melted. You want to leave it on there a little longer. Alright. That one's ready to go. I'm going to do another one. Alright, so I got my tortillas ready to go with the cheese on them. I'm going to flip them over like so. Then I'm going to put our spread on the inside. Spread it around like you do cream cheese on a bagel. I'll do it in my hand. Okay, so we got our spread on there. I want to put my pieces of sheep's head in it. And I'm going to put my cheese in it. A little bit of cheese. A little bit of lettuce. The original recipe calls for cabbage, but we're doing lettuce. Do a little bit of tomato. Do a bit of avocado chunks. Do a little bit of cilantro. And last but not least, we're going to put a little bit of lime juice on it. Alright, then your tacos are ready to eat. Alright, check them out. Yeah. They're really pretty looking. Alright, so it's time for the taste test. These are really, really good. Huh. I can taste the sheep's head with the Old Bay in it, and I can taste the mixture that we did, the sour cream and the chili pepper mixture on it. That gives a little bit of a kick. So there's no need to put sour cream and stuff on top of it because it's already mixed in. The avocados are great. The tomatoes are great. Lettuce, cheese. They're perfect. So I hope you liked our killer sheep's head taco recipe. Hopefully you will try it out on your sheep's head. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and hit that bell icon to get notified on when we drop videos like this one. Also check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and while you're on our Facebook page, you can look at our shop where we have the B-Spot from Rogue Magnetics and we have the Entry and Cookbook. And in the description below, there will be a link to our bigger shop where you can get some cool Waller Ventures merch. And I will put a link in the description to the original recipe if you want to follow that one, or you can follow this one. So thanks for watching. See you soon.